Have you ever felt that sinking feeling when your child suddenly stops doing something they used to do with ease? Maybe they talked more last month. Maybe transitions felt smoother. Maybe meltdowns were fewer. And now they're back. And you start wondering, are we going backward? Before you panic, this video is for you. Today we're talking about something that worries so many parents, especially those raising neurodivergent children. What looks like regression but actually isn't, because not every step backward is truly a step back. Often it's something else entirely. Ready? Because this is Calm Parent Collective, less perfect parent, more real one. Why regression feels so scary? Regression triggers fear because it threatens our sense of progress. Parents invest so much energy into supporting skills, communication, regulation, independence, that when those skills seem to disappear, it can feel like everything was fragile or temporary. But development was never meant to be perfectly steady. Growth happens in waves, not straight lines. What feels like regression is often a sign that the system is under pressure, not that learning is gone. Understanding this can help calm that initial panic. Stress can mimic regression. One of the most common reasons skills seem to disappear is stress. When a child is stressed, emotionally, sensory-wise, socially, or physically, their nervous system shifts into protection mode. In this state, higher level skills like language, emotional regulation, flexibility, and focus are much harder to access. The skill didn't disappear. The pathway to using it is temporarily blocked. Once stress reduces and safety returns, those skills often reappear. Development often pauses before it leaps. Sometimes what looks like regression is actually a pause. Children often slow down or struggle right before a developmental leap. Their brains are reorganizing, integrating new information, or practicing skills internally before they show up outwardly again. This can look like increased frustration, more emotional sensitivity, uneven performance. These pauses are part of growth, not evidence that something is wrong. Growth in one area can affect another. Children have limited energy. When they're working hard on one area of development, like language, emotional awareness, or social interaction, another area may temporarily wobble. For example, a child who is learning to express more emotions might show more meltdowns. A child who is becoming more independent might resist help they once accepted easily. This isn't regression, it's rebalancing. Masking can hide struggle until it can't. Many neurodivergent children mask. They hold themselves together in environments that feel demanding or unsafe. They may appear to cope well at school or in public, only to unravel at home. When skills disappear later, it can feel sudden and alarming. But what you're seeing isn't regression, it's exhaustion. Home is often where children finally feel safe enough to let go. Transitions can temporarily disrupt skills. Big or small transitions can make skills look inconsistent. Changes like a new routine, a new school year, travel, illness, or even subtle schedule shifts can overwhelm a child's system. During these times, skills may feel less reliable. This doesn't mean your child lost progress. It means their nervous system is adjusting. Once predictability returns, skills often stabilize again. Emotional awareness can look like worsening behavior. As children grow emotionally, they often feel things more deeply before they regulate better. This can look like more crying, more resistance, more emotional expression. But emotional expression isn't a step backward, it's a step toward awareness. What looks like worse behavior may actually be a child learning to notice and express what's happening inside them. Fatigue can shut skills down. Tired brains don't perform well. Lack of sleep, long days, sensory overload, or too many demands can all drain a child's capacity. When fatigue sets in, skills like communication, patience, and self-control are often the first to disappear. This isn't regression, it's depletion. Rest restores access. pressure can push skills offline. When adults notice skills slipping, the instinct is often to push harder. We repeat instructions. We remind the child they can do it. We increase expectations. Unfortunately, pressure increases stress, and stress blocks skills even more. Sometimes the fastest way to get skills back is to ease demands, not raise them. Temporary support doesn't undo progress. Needing more help again can feel discouraging. Parents often worry that returning to visual supports, prompts, or co-regulation means they're undoing growth. But support isn't a setback, it's a bridge. Providing extra help during hard moments preserves skills until the child can access them independently again. True regression is rare. True developmental regression, where skills are permanently lost, is actually uncommon. When it does happen, it's usually connected to specific medical, neurological, or developmental factors and is often accompanied by other clear changes that professionals monitor closely. What most parents are witnessing instead is temporary inaccessibility of skills. The learning is still there, but the child's nervous system can't reach it in that moment. Stress, fatigue, emotional load, or environmental demands are acting like a barrier between the child and what they already know. This distinction is incredibly important. When we label every dip as regression, we respond with fear and urgency. When we understand it as a nervous system response, we respond with support, which actually helps skills return more quickly. What helps skills come back? Skills don't come back through pressure, they come back through safety. When a child feels emotionally and physically supported, their nervous system gradually shifts out of protection mode. As that happens, the brain has more access to higher level functions like communication, flexibility, and self-regulation. This often looks like slowing down, reducing demands, and meeting the child where they are instead of where we think they should be. It may mean returning to visual supports, offering more co-regulation, or simplifying routines for a while. None of this erases progress. In fact, it protects it. Support is not a step backward. It's a way of holding skills steady until the child can access them again with confidence. Measuring progress differently. When progress is measured only by consistency, many children will appear to struggle more than they actually are. But consistency is not the only marker of growth, especially for neurodivergent children. Progress can look like a child recovering faster after a hard moment, asking for help instead of shutting down, or showing awareness even when regulation is difficult. It can look like fewer supports needed over time, even if some days still feel hard. These quieter signs of progress are easy to miss, but they matter deeply. They tell us that learning is happening beneath the surface, even when outward skills wobble. What your child is really communicating. When skills disappear, your child isn't saying, "I can't." They're saying,
"I'm overwhelmed. I need safety. This is too much right now."
Listening to that message changes how we respond. With compassion instead of urgency. If your child seems to be going backward, pause before assuming regression. Often, what you're seeing is stress, growth, fatigue, or transition, not loss. Thanks for being here with Kind Parent Collective. Please like, share, and subscribe. You're not failing. Your child isn't losing ground. And if today was rough, you still did enough. Catch you on the next one.